Hey, Chaos. Yeah, we're gonna find out what it is now, Rio. It's making me mad. So that's twice on this map. It has uh crashed. So it's either the map or it's a mod that I got when I got the map. So right now we're gonna figure it out. I really hate if it's the map, but I've seen maps do this. So if it is, then it's gone. But I've also seen mods in conflict and crashing. So I am going to, what I did was take some of the mods out, uh, that I got when I downloaded the map, some of the productions and stuff, and let's see if that helps. If it still crashes, then I'll take some more out because there's only like two left. That's what I said, it might be a mod. So I'm going to take all the mods that I downloaded with the map out, and then if it still crashes, the map's gone. And yeah, I'm going to stream it that way people can see that it's the map and they know not to get it. Okay, RX, sorry, but it crashed again. I've done some changes this time to see if we can figure out if it was a production or not. Yeah, yeah. So I'm gonna be making changes. I was telling everybody, the only way I know to show appreciation to people and for those who come in and hang out every day and don't matter what game I'm playing, they're still there. You know, uh, I can't do free giveaways and all that or money. That's why I wish I could, but I can't right now. So my appreciation to them is going to be moderators. So I am going to be making changes. A couple of them is going to be gone. Uh, the ones that don't come in, very rarely show up. I will be taking them off. No hard feelings. I'm not mad. It's the only way I know to appreciate the ones who do come in, which is you, Hodge. Uh, yeah, I know, but you're usually almost always here every day. Almost. Every once in a while you might not be, but you're here most of the time. It's not like that I'm watching you go to everybody else's channel and not on mine. That's the difference. That's why I collude you. You're staying. Hodge will be staying. Rio and RX is now added because they have at least the past week have been here every day on every game, no matter what game I'm playing. They're still hanging out. So, and like I said, this ain't being mad or hard feelings at nobody. It's just I want to be able to do something for the people that who do come in and hang out and stay. It's the only way. Oh yeah, they're all still good people. Even if they don't watch me, they're still good people. I just don't know any other way to support them or thank them. till later on. Ah, you've been here though, and when you are here, you usually hang out for a little while. I'm just saying the ones who usually don't come in but once every week or so, that's the ones that's not going to be on there. Which is three right now. There's only one that I'm hoping it don't hurt, hurt their feelings or anything, because it's not, me being mad or upset with them. I still love them. I just want to make room for people that are going to end up coming in and hanging out, and staying. I don't know why I feel like I'm wasting my time on this map. I like it, but we've got three other maps already that has not crashed one time. So, no, no, I haven't tried that because I know it ain't all the mods. Whoa, what's up, Kansas boy? That was a nice stream you had last night, buddy. Welcome in, welcome in. Trying to figure out what the issue is here, buddy. We're trying to figure out if it's the map or a mod that I downloaded with the map. Because I've crashed twice now playing this map. Yeah. So this time when it crashed, I went in and took some of the mods out that I downloaded with this one, with this map. Mostly, this is Sunshine Forest that come out yesterday on Mod Hub. Carl TG's. But see, I had downloaded uh, I downloaded a few productions with this map, so it might be them. So I went ahead and took a bunch of them off just to see if that's what's causing it. I'm trying to solve the issue live so people can see. Yeah, he usually does. Well, about all his maps. That's about all the maps I do is Carl's. This is the first one I've crashed on, so I don't know. That's why I'm trying to figure out if it's the map or the mods. because I had downloaded the Recycling Center mod, uh, the new Carpenter mod, Productions mod, uh, Crawfish mod. Thank you, Miss Chaos. He has some good streams. Does a lot of good streams. I'm gonna find out though for everybody. I'm gonna do it live too, so that way people know the truth. You know that what's happening. They can see it for themselves. Yeah, he does. He does ATS, just like you, Missy. I seen you've been doing Euro Truck Sim too here lately. I never even noticed the difference. I thought it was ATS, and I finally seen the name. I wish I could play a truck driving game. Console has no freaking truck driving games. The only game console has that's any good is Snow Runner. About the closest truck driving game you're gonna get. Alaskan Road Truckers, it every update they make on it sucks, makes it suck worse than what it does when it came out. Oh man, see that's the game I want to play so bad. It's out of ore. I've been watching that, and I'm a big fan of the gold mine and stuff. And God, it's only for PC. That's what kills me. Yeah, you told me you was gonna try that. Is it pretty good? Yeah, I know. That's what I wish, Rio. I wish it was console. I heard that it's supposed to be coming to console, but I don't know when. Right now, Gold Mine Simulator is the only thing that's worth anything for console Gold Mine wise. I'm a big fan of their work. So I do know for a fact, guys, that because now that I've been trying to get in the gaming industry to do the QA field, I have been reaching out to different fields and names and stuff, and now I'm getting all kinds of updates and people telling me stuff and all kinds of crap. Oh yeah, no, I don't blame you. I seen Out of War. But I support the guys who made Go Mining Simulator because they just came from nothing. I mean, they was nobodies. If I'm not mistaken, they started out just playing Farm Sim, streaming Farm Sim was all they did, and then they decided to create games. But I can tell you that I do know for a fact that Gold Mining Simulator 2 that's coming out is going to be awesome. They are using the Unreal Engine now, so it's going to be a lot better than Gold Mining Simulator. I'm excited. Uh, I was told that they was going to try to get the demo to me to test, but uh, Yeah, see, I'm part of their big Discord now, and uh, I've been streaming them, So from that's what they've told me. But they said I was supposed to. They're going to try to get me the demo to test, but I don't know if they will. I'm not part of their crew or nothing, so. Yeah, graphic wise, Rio Gold Mining Simulator isn't that good. It's still a fun game though. It's really hard. That's what makes it fun. Is it takes a lot of money to do stuff on there, and it takes a long time to get money. Uh, I just support them because they didn't quit. They kept going, and now they've got a video game out that's not too bad. It's not the worst game I've ever played. And now they're coming out with one that's going to be even better now that they're using an Unreal Engine. So it's going to be fun. I can't wait. I really hope they let me test it. If I was on PC, I know I'd be able to do beta testing, but I did find Miss Chaos last night. Uh, I researched and researched again. Like I didn't go live again last night like I usually do. I stayed in there studying, but I found some certifications that I need to get for the job I'm looking to get into. Uh, Luckily, there's no college, so I don't have to worry about college. But it does cost like 200 something friggin' dollars for this test. But I did find a book, a study guide like thing where you can buy and study and take notes and all that. So I'm gonna be getting it. No, it's not too bad. It's something that you want to pass first time though. You don't want to have to take more and more. I'm trying to go. I'm getting in the gaming industry. See, and I think everybody knows, but I recently got hurt. I have a spinal injury, and I can't work no more. Physical, not really. I think he said a gallon of milk could even hurt me. Uh, Not really life threatening, but it's paralyzing threatening. And they won't let me have disability because my boss laid me off. He thought he was helping me by laying me off so I could draw unemployment, but he didn't realize how serious the situation was. And now because he laid me off, they won't give me unemployment. Or not unemployment, but disability. And no, not the universe, it's just Satan. I'm a big Christian man. Big Christian man. God is everything. Jesus Christ saved my soul. I mean, and there's nobody ever going to tell me no different. Uh, I know what saved my life, and I do His work, and I preach His word, and I teach the world what He can do if you let Him. And that's why Satan don't like that. Of course, he hates it. So, but it's okay. I'll make it. it don't help my mental issues like my depression and my PTSD. It definitely don't help that any, but I make it. I survive. But anyway, the only other thing that I've been good at is gaming. Uh, I've been gaming since I was 6 years old. My mama let me play her an Atari for the first time, and I loved it. It just come natural to me. And then, of course, I just started buying every console. I wouldn't get nothing, clothes or nothing, all year long. And then every Christmas and birthday, I would try to. Oh, Atari, yeah. Every Christmas and birthday, I would ask for one thing, and that was the new console that year. And they would save money all year long. And every console that ever came out, I got it. And of course, I just started playing. I mean, I played games from shooters to zombies to Power Rangers to arcade games. I played them all. I've played every genre on every console. I will say I'm a Sony man all the way now. Ever since the first PlayStation come out, they won my heart. And I've been on the PlayStation ever since. I have played all the others, but PlayStation's what has always won me. I have played PC some, not a whole lot, but I've always went back to PlayStation. So when me and the wife got thinking about it, I can't work no more, and she's the only one that is able to do it all now, and it's hard right now. We're struggling really bad. But she's behind me 100%. She said, gaming has been your passion for years. You dream it, so get into the gaming industry. So I started researching, trying to figure out what I wanted to do. I would like to design, but I'll be straight honest with you. I don't think I'm going to be smart enough to do that. I'm very street smart, but not very book smart. And uh, so they, I decided against designing the games. So me and the wife sat in there one night and was researching all about the industry and the different fields, and it came down to the QA side or game writing and narrative. And she just flat out told me, she said, "I'm telling you, you're meant to do QA side." So now that's what I'm pointing toward, is getting into the QA side of the field. So I gotta get that 60 something dollar study guide and stuff sent to me. And start studying, and then I'll make a time to make the certification. That'll help me get in somewhere. And yeah, you're right. Uh, RX, you're right, man. I mean, I have a good wife. She's the best wife I think I could ever have. But it's not just playing games either. She understands that now. That's not what I'm trying to do. Uh, I will end up eventually getting paid for it. It will be a job, just like any other job. It just won't be as physical labor, more mentally than anything. but I'll be able to do what I love doing, and I'll get paid for it. So that's what we're supposed to do in life. I loved mechanic work. Don't get me wrong. I've been a mechanic all my life, and I love it, and I miss it. Oh my God, I can't even go out town anymore without almost crying every time I see the garage. But unfortunately, that life's over. It almost paralyzed me this last time. So I'm done. Can't go back. My rib cage was out of place. I couldn't move. I couldn't lay down. Every time they pop them back in, I'd have to go next morning. I'd have to go right back. You talking about pain? I'm in pain. That sucked. Couldn't sleep. Couldn't breathe. And come to find out, it's not even in my ribs. It's all up in my neck part, the spinal canal is where it's all at. It's just affecting my whole back because it's the spine. Of course, I'm supposed to have surgery on it, but I haven't because now I'm having issues with my insurance. They're not even covering my medication right now, my depression meds and stuff. So I know they ain't gonna cover no surgery. And to answer your question, Rio, I am getting into heaven. No doubt in my mind. I know I'm going. Yeah, you, you, you ain't lying there, Rio. You ain't lying there. Sure is evil. The world's evil. I mean, it's all evil now. But like me and Hodge was talking about earlier, in the end, good will always surprise. The evil might win the battle every now and then, but good will always come out on top. The light will always defeat the darkness. And I know that's one reason why I don't have as many subscribers and likes and all that that most people do. It's because I talk about mental health, trying to get the word out about it because it does kill. We're letting too many kids and too many teenagers and even adults kill themselves when there's hope. There's help out there. We just got to learn to be able to talk about it. And most of all, I talk about God and what He's done and what He can do. And everybody don't like that. Most people don't like that. But I'm not going to change who I am. Yeah, likes and subscribes means a lot to me, but especially now that I'm trying to get into the business. If people knew how I really was, if they actually lived in my shoes and seen the evil that I was, that I did, and now how I've changed, there's only one way that can happen. I mean, I was pure evil. I mean, I hated everyone and everything. I was so evil that I would have killed a man and not even thought about it. And I was dangerous because I have trained in Taekwondo and Muay Thai and all kinds of crap. So it was easy for me to hurt somebody. I'm surprised I didn't. Thank God I didn't. Worst I did was hurt people by doing drugs and stealing. Thank goodness. Which was still bad because it landed me in prison all my life. But let me tell you about my wife, guys. She's a manager now. She's been working at Arby's for 3 or 4 months. And she already got manager position. Well, she was a drug addict too for several years. Not like I was, but she was still a drug addict. And her teeth rotted because of the drugs, the meth and all that. So she's had to get her teeth out. She's got dentures. 36 years old. Okay, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. But yesterday morning, and I hope all of you can hear this because it kills me when women do this. But yesterday morning, she had forgot and left her teeth. She's got a sore on her gums and she couldn't wear her teeth. So she left them on her table next to the bed. Well, when I got up to get ready for the stream and all that, I never noticed it, but I went to the door to open and I just looked back and the dog had got them and chewed on them and broke them. Of course, we're broke. Well, she was so upset. She was crying, panicking. And I kept telling her, we'll figure it out. I've got laptops in there. I mean, we got all kinds of crap we could sell from what I, bought when I was a mechanic, when I finally did get something. And I said, I'll sell all of it. I said, I'll sell everything and we'll get your teeth. Don't worry. Well, then I realized that wasn't the issue. The issue is she's self-conscious. And she cannot stand being without her teeth. So I sat her down and I went to talk to her and asked her why. And she told me, and I said, honey, you was a drug addict. That's what happens. You rotted your teeth out. There's nothing to be ashamed of. Well, I don't want people to see that of me and think about that when they see me. And I said, why? Why would you not want to show that? Look at who you are. Look at who you came through. Look, the woman that God has made out of you from a drug addict. I mean, now she's having to do it all by herself. She's standing up. She's supporting this family. She's still supporting me through all this. Even when I wanted to kill myself because I felt like I was unworthy. Yes, that happened a few months ago. I didn't tell everybody about that, but it did. It got the best of me, and I went out in the woods and was trying because I feel like a failure. And she brought me home. And then when I got home, I just had to read the Bible and get back in God, and I finally was fine. I realized that it was just my depression, Satan, all over again, pulling on my string. But that really hurt me about her. She really, and I told her, I said, honey, you are the strongest woman I've ever met in my life. I mean, look at where you came. She's lost her son. The first year we was together, my stepson died, 13 years old in a four-wheeler wreck. She had just got clean, and I just started teaching her about God and reading the Bible with her and all that. And I was so scared that it was going to turn her. But you know what? She never floundered. Never floundered. She kept her faith in God. We read, we studied, and we knew that he was better off because that boy was me. He was me, but he was too far gone. He hated this world. His daddy had hurt him so bad that you couldn't help him. God took that boy home before he killed himself. I can tell you that right now. Another 2 years, that boy would have hurt himself. I couldn't help him. I tried. I cried for a year or two after he died because I thought I failed him. But I tried. I'd go back there every night and talk to him and listen to him cry because he hated this world. He was just so depressed. And God took him home. He said, you've suffered enough. And that's what got us through. And plus, what the wife has to go through with me, are you kidding me? It's not easy to live with somebody with clinical depression and PTSD. Somebody that don't even want to get out of the bed and thinks they're miserable every day and hates their life. Not good enough for nobody. That's what I live with every day. I go through that every morning. Let's just say my father messed me up really bad when I was a kid. And it's stuck with me ever since. And it ain't getting no better. It can't be cured. But, you know what? I'm living and I'm alive. And God's changed my heart and soul. And now I have more love in the world. And I have more love for the world than I do myself. That's the problem. My biggest issue, my wife says, is I help too many. I help too many and not worry about myself because it's easier for me to get through what I go through helping others. That's the whole reason I created this channel. The whole reason was because I was tired of seeing all these kids kill themselves. When I go through the same thing every day. Everything. Yeah, there's times that I do want it to end and I want to give up. But with God, you have a purpose and you can defeat it. And I do every day. And if I can tell that to the world and more of you guys can hear that and share that with somebody and it might help save one, it's all worth it to me. That's the whole reason I stream. It's the whole reason I do this. Anyway, yeah, that's a little bit about my life. Now, as far as this peak goes, I'm about done fooling with this stuff. I'm gonna go cut some trees, I think. I need to make some money. That's why I'm still doing this peak, so I can dry it and get it done. But if I'm getting bored doing it, I know you all are. And yeah, Kansas boy, I seen what you said, and believe me, I know you're going through it because that last post that you made, I felt it. I got being in prison all my life. I learned a good trait, and I could read people very good, really quick. And when you posted that, I could tell that you were suffering. That's why I told you what I did. You just got to keep fighting, no matter what. Days will get better. It ain't always bad. Oh, you're very welcome, man. Anytime. I'm always looking for people that's, suffering from something like that, like somebody that's feeling bad or just down on their luck and they just give up. Because don't do that. Don't do that. Don't let people, especially when it comes down to others, don't let others pull that away from you. That's right. I have kids too, but I got five. And trust me, that ain't easy no more either. Used to be it wasn't an issue raising kids, but now my PTSD and my depression's got so bad, whew, it's a handful. I can't even go in Walmart, guys, like, or graduations or concerts. I can't do it. Cannot do it. My PTSD gets so bad that I freak. I get so angry at the same time. See, that's the one good thing I can say. With God, I don't I don't have them thoughts very often. I don't really want to hurt myself or anybody else. Uh, Now, don't get me wrong. I do beg him to take me home. I do beg him to do it for myself. Do it for me. But when I have him, man, I focus on what he went through, what Jesus Christ did. We ain't gone through nothing that guy did. I mean, come on. And he did it all for us. So if he can do it, I can do it. And if I can do it, anybody can do it. Trust me, I'm a poor redneck dummy. I'm not smart at all. I'm a dummy. So yeah, I mean, it does come and go, but I don't have many thoughts like that no more. I did a couple months ago. I think I did tell Miss Chaos about it, but she's probably the closest one I talked to. I think I did tell her it was a very, very bad day. Well, I gotta tell you, Kansas boy, that's one thing you don't need to do is lock it up. What people like us don't realize is that helps us more than what we realize. I don't like telling people. I don't like talking about it. It makes me want to shut down. But at the same time, I'm getting it out. And sometimes people helps me by things they say that reminds me. And but I understand a lot of people definitely don't want to talk about it live. But that's my purpose. That is exactly why God kept me alive all these years. Is for me to do what I'm doing right now. Is to show His light and love to the world. Because He transformed me in one night. Yeah, I understand. And you don't have to say nothing on live TV. You don't have to say if you ever need to talk. I'm on Discord. You got my Discord. You just message me. We'll keep it simple, quiet, but you're safe here because this channel's about opening up and helping each other. That's what I'm all about. Actually, every one of us in the chat right now, I think. I don't know about Rio. Uh, that Miss Chaos is suffering from mental illness. I know she does. Uh, RX says he's special needs. So I mean, we're all connected. My job is to just play for you and talk about it and help you as much as I can because helping you helps me. But I did. I really did. I went out in the woods and basically my PTSD was playing tricks on me. I really thought my wife was going to leave me because I couldn't work, couldn't do nothing. I felt worthless. And if anybody suffers from PTSD, they know that one of the biggest things about it is it changes a person's mindset. So, sometimes you get a bad thought in your head, and regular people, most people can just go outside, do something, take their mind off of it, change it. Well, PTSD don't allow you to do that. That's right. It always gets better. Always. No matter what, it will get better. But if you have PTSD, it kind of shuts that part of your brain off. So whenever you get something in your mind like that, you can't change it. It just stays there, and it stays there, and it stays there until it runs its course. That's what PTSD does. You just can't. You're reliving your nightmares over and over and over and over. And that's what happened to me that day. I was just reliving what my dad did and what he said to me, and it was true. It was always true. And then my wife was leaving. Of course, she wasn't, but that's what I was telling myself, or she was cheating or something. And I went and sat out in the woods and went out and sat in the woods and took a knife and scarred my arm all to pieces trying to work up the guts to do it. And I'm a Christian, die hard. And I was arguing. I ain't gonna lie. I was arguing and I was fighting with God. We're not perfect. None of us. We'll never be perfect. He don't expect us to be perfect. I was arguing with him and everything. And then finally I went to slash one last time. And he told me, would you get your hind end up and go home to your wife? And I heard it. I heard it like it was somebody just talking to me. And then I realized what I was doing. I was like, oh my God, I'm so stupid. Come home, and of course we didn't break up, we didn't nothing. We argued a little bit because she seen what I did. But now we're even closer. For some reason, I feel like we're even closer than what we was. I woke her up at 3 a.m. last night. No, the day before. I don't know why, Kansas. I have no idea. I was laying in the bed. I finally went to bed at 3:30, I think it was. And I was laying in there next to her, and I thought, I have to. And I woke her up. I was dead asleep, her having to work, just to tell her I loved her and how beautiful she was. Of course, it didn't go over well. She was mad at me for a little bit. Yeah, she was a little grumpy. She went, started grunting at me and all that. And it kind of hurt my feelings. And then I was like, no, I ain't going to get my head over it. Yeah, it was. And the next day she was she loved it. Because I've never done that before. I'm not the best romantic. I'll be honest. With my issues I deal with every day in my mental health, I'm not very romantic. Never have been. Then, me doing that was the first time I think I ever done that to her. First time I ever did that, period, to any woman. So, yeah, she enjoyed it. One of the issues is my past. And now that I have PTSD, my past just relives. I was hurt a lot in my past by every woman I'd ever been with. I was one of those that would long term guys. I'd stay with him for years and years. My first girlfriend was 4 years, and she cheated on me. All right, Miss Chaos. Have a good night. I know it's bedtime. Yeah, Kansas, and that's what happened. I think at least 10 of girlfriends that I had that I dated no less than a year long, every one of them cheated. Every woman that I was ever with. And because of that, when I developed PTSD, now it just runs in my head. So I'm always constantly fearing that she's cheating on me. Even though she ain't, it scares me to death. That's why I say that she's meant for me. God chose her to be with me because he knew that she could put up with my crap. I might be hard to deal with, but the two things I bring to the table is true, pure love and God. Oh yeah, it is. And what women don't realize is we're so different. Men usually, if they cheat or they sleep with somebody, it's because they have some type of feelings. They develop some kind of type of feelings. I know most women think it's just booty calls, but it's not. Men actually develop some kind of feelings for that girl, and that's how it happens. Women, on the other hand, they don't do that. They don't develop a feeling. They get lied to. Another guy comes in the picture. They tell them how what they want to hear, and all of a sudden, bam, they're in the bed with them. And then they realize it was a mistake. That's what happens to women. And that's why I always tell my wife, don't give it the chance to happen. If you're not around no other guys or you ain't chit chatting with guys online, then it ain't going to happen. But if you let it, she always argues and says, well, you got to trust me. I say, I do trust you. But I also know how accidents can happen. All it takes is some idiot to lie and tell them how special they are or some kind of crap like that and make them feel good, and boom, it's over. And I was the same way, Kansas. I told myself I was not getting with nobody else, and then she came along. And at first, I didn't know. I didn't know what I wanted. But the first night that we went out, the very first date, we was on our way back home. We was out. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning. We went to hiking because I'm a big outdoor survivalist. That's right. That's just the way it needs to be. The only issue with me is my job in this world is to help and to show love, God's love to the world. So if I don't talk to whoever talks to me, how am I supposed to help? That's my issue. But you got to be careful because they will get you in trouble. Just like last night. I don't know who she was, never met her, never heard of her or that. Never heard of her. I got on my laptop and looked, and there was 2 friend requests on my Discord, and I said, well, why ain't I never seen that? My cell phone ain't never showed that. And I accepted them because, I am trying to get into the business. So now I'm talking to everyone, trying to figure out what to do, how to do it. And one of them ended up being this woman from Malaysia, I think she said she was. And she had asked me if I played this game on a cell phone game, and asked me if I would join her because she needed people to play with. And at first, I didn't see no harm. The wife was laying right next to me, and she didn't seem nothing like it anyway. But then she starts sending pictures of her hands and everything else. And then she turned around and said, and told me how old she was, that she's single, and asked me about myself. And I thought, oh, here we go. So I just politely told her I was 37, got 5 kids, and married, and then blocked her. Oh, wife got mad too. She's sitting there. She's seen that. She said, "You tell her what her." The wife said, "No." Yeah, I am. I really am. I try to be. Uh, I try to be. I'm not where I need to be. I don't. I'm not what. I'm not as strong as I should be. That's for sure. But I'll tell you one of the biggest issues I'm having right now. Uh, so that fight that I told you me and the wife had, and I walked. I went down in the woods and tried to end myself and all that. That same day when I decided to come back home, her daughter, which is 18 and got a big mouth and an attitude. And I love her, don't get me wrong. She's my stepdaughter. She's my baby girl too. But she come in the house and basically just put me down like a dog. Told me I wasn't a good man. That I didn't have God. I had the devil, and that really bothered me. Really, I mean, that really put me down. For 3 days, I was hurt over that. And the reason she thought that was because my wife would tell her stuff. Only the stuff when she was mad. Like if if I made her mad that day or she was upset over work or something, she'd start bantering to her. So of course her daughter thought, well, he's mistreating her. And that caused a big riffle. And I almost believed it. I let her talk me into believing that. I almost did, guys. For 3 days, it took me. I thought that all I'd ever worked for and who I thought I'd become was a lie because of the stuff she said to me. And then God finally told me, he said, "Son, she's 18. She's got a mouth. Just let it go." And I did. But now I can't really even look at her. It bothers me. And I told the wife, I said, "You better take care of it." I said, "Because the next time she talks to me like that, I'm done." I said, "You need to quit telling her crap. What happens between us happens. It needs to stay with us." Of course, she seen what she'd done wrong, and she did. She had a talk with her and told her, he's not bad like you think he is. All you're hearing is when I get mad. You're not hearing the good stuff. And plus, it don't help. I'm not working now. I'm sitting playing games, and that's what she sees. She sees me playing this game and doing this and doing that. She don't see when I'm in here studying my hind end off on a laptop for 9, 10 hours at a time, trying to get smart enough to play or get in the world. Better save it. Yeah, and I don't either. But women, on the other hand, they like that stuff, and it's hard to get them out of it. So, Candace, boy, you gonna be streaming tonight? Yeah, I seen what you said, Ariel. You just gotta hang in there, man. You'll find one. If it's meant to be, it'll come. Oh, that's awesome. So that's even better than streaming. uh, I'm the same way. Me and the wife, the first wife, divorced, and so we have joint custody of my two boys, and I mean, she honored it, she did, but when it came to them getting ready to go to school, I had no car, uh, had no license. Well, I didn't have a license to drive them. I couldn't get them to school. My family's been broke. We're always been poor, so we couldn't even afford the gas to take them to school every day. So I decided to, and I talked to her and decided that I'd get them on the weekends and she'd get them during the week, and that's how we've done it ever since. I get them on holidays or days off. Anytime they want to come, they come. My oldest boy should be here tonight. Actually, he should be coming today. He comes on Fridays. I'm having issues with my baby boy. He's gotten this stage. I I think he's suffering from the issues I suffer from. I think he's got my traits, and his mommy won't see it and won't get him help. So now he's basically turned against me. I don't know what really going on, but I ain't seen him in almost a year. He's not came no more. He barely talks to me. He's only 10 or 11. But when I talk to, his mom about it, you know, and I don't want to force him either because that's just going to make things worse. So what scares me is this spinal injury I have. I found out is actually hereditary. So somebody passed it down to me and my family, which means I could have passed it to my sons. Well, my oldest boy, he's 13 now, and he has his back hurts him all the time. He's having real bad headaches all the time, and I about know that I've gave it to him because that's exactly how we found out I had it. When that surgeon heard me say I had headaches 24/7, migraines that hurt so bad I couldn't open my eyes, he said, "Yeah, it ain't no pinched nerve. You got something else." So he sent me for tests, and sure enough. So yeah, we got to keep an eye on him. Plus, he was born with a murmur. All kids are born with a hole in their heart. I don't know if people knew that, but babies are born with holes in their heart. They usually just heal up over time. His never did. And so he just got released, I think, last year from going. I don't think he has to go back to the heart surgeon for 3 years, I think. And he's finally playing sports, so everything's going good. It's not gotten no bigger. My 3-year-old little boy must have passed out, 'cause I have not heard a thing peep out of him for the past hour and a half. I bet he's still sleeping there watching TV. Oh, Lord, son. God, man, he just gave me a heart attack. What? Get you more juice? Okay. Hang on a minute, guys. I thought you was asleep.
I want it. But when I get my birthday, I can have my money.
Oh, you can have your money on your birthday? I guess. Tomorrow we can get you a toy. It's my headphone case, baby. It's where my headphones go. Because this, I keep them on. This is how I talk to everybody on YouTube. Yeah, you know that. Maybe he wasn't asleep. I guess he's just being good. That he's never this quiet usually. Oh, guys, I tell you what. I don't know if y'all can hear it, but it's raining like crazy here. So who all's live right now? Has anybody looked? I ain't even put mine on yet. Oh yeah, it is after 3, ain't it? Oh Lord, it's 4 o'clock. I wasn't paying attention because I was planning on streaming all day today. So uh, I usually try to do it whenever the wife's working nights because I ain't got nothing else to do. So plus I can't really go watch TV because my 3-year-old likes to watch YouTube on his TV all the time in the bedrooms. Well, I think he does. I thought he goes live every day during the week. It's weekends he don't do lives. Yeah, he's live. So is Doc. That's where Doc went. I knew went somewhere. Stu's live too. I'm gonna go say hello to Doc real quick.
Let's see how they load I sold yesterday. I might have forgotten that. What up, Ray Family Gaming?
Okay, Mr. RX. Now, if you want to go watch JJ, buddy, you go watch JJ. I'm gonna be live all day, so you ain't gonna miss nothing. I promise. Uh, I love everyone and I support them. So I mean, and Doc's a good guy. So or JJ, all of them are. If you want to go watch somebody else, you watch somebody else. I I don't never watch. I always just listen usually because I'm always playing the game anyway. So I always have somebody playing on the phone while I'm playing. Now, if I'm not live, then I'll watch people on my laptop because it's a bigger screen. When I'm streaming, I usually keep myself on the stream so I can see the chat. Yeah. Well, you don't have to, Kansas. You can watch him if you want to. Like I said, I'm going to be streaming off and on all day today. So I usually do on weekends anyway. I just don't know what to play. I don't know if I don't think I'm going to play Farm Sim the whole time. Uh, I've got so many daggone games to choose from. I don't know. Uh, well, I do too, and that's why I usually JJ is the whole reason why I quit. I decided to do 1 to 3 during the week because he starts at 3, and I do not want to step on his toes. He's a big helper to me. So, which he don't care. He's straight up told me when I first started, when he helped me get started, he said, "Look, if you try to be respectful and not step on anybody's toes, you're gonna never go live. So just go live when you want to go live." But I don't know. I just feel like certain ones I usually try to get off and watch. So JJ, that's one reason I'm not going to today because I've done told everybody I'm gonna go live all day. So I'm just gonna keep living while JJ's on. I'll switch from Doc to JJ here in a minute.
And
Yeah, JJ always mentions me. Always. He's him and one other guy, and the one other guy I don't talk too much anymore. Let's just say there is one person that I'm having issues with in this Discord and gaming situations. I think he's too prideful. He's never wrong. He's too good. Thanks to his mods don't stink, but then he wants to criticize everybody else's when his fails the test 5 or 6 times before they even come out. And I just don't have no support for him. I don't hate him or nothing. I love him. I just don't have no support for him. So anyone who supports him, I quit supporting them. And he just so happened to be the one who actually got me started. He's the one who taught me everything and told me everything. But I'm sorry, I just can't support people like that. And Stu, I love Stu to death. I'm moderator on his channel. But I'm going to tell you this, he goes live too much as it is, so I'm not worried about running into him. He goes live all 24/7. If I tried to not go live every time he went live or stop every time he went live, I'd never be able to play. Oh, hang on, guys. My baby mama's calling. All right, I'm back. Told you my oldest boy would be coming. See him. Tell me he was on his way up here. And see, he's my favorite. I don't hear nothing. Yeah, we talk and we play, and he goes back to his room and he stays halftime. He don't never come out. So I don't know if it'll end up cutting out or not, but it's getting stormy out here, so might end up losing connection for a while. I don't know. Just depends on how bad it gets, I guess. If I had my old internet provider, he probably wouldn't have never lost it. We switched, and these guys here don't really do too well in storming. JJ's been messing up for you. What do you mean?
Day anyway.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's got really bad internet connection. JJ really does. I hate it for him. Mine's not that bad. It just does it when it storms. When it crashed earlier, that was the game. That wasn't the internet. That was the game itself. I don't know if it's this map or if it's the mods that I've downloaded with the map. That's why we're still playing, trying to figure out which one it is. Give me just a second, guys. I'm gonna get me some more coffee.
Going We all want to do anyway. But here. Remember we did the Riverbend right? I had all Jones stuff with my Facebook. Why Jones had 9 hour extra? What else talk?
Oh, the little one. Well, maybe both.
What's that saying? Can't spread it state. Yeah.
Brother's in the bedroom. Love you in the bed. Keep it down. Pretty. And your other brother's in the bed. All right, guys, I'm back. Got me some fresh coffee. My little girl's home. My oldest boy will be here in a minute, so it's going to get a little noisy, but we'll be all right. Okay, so let's go say hello to JJ.
And then he had 2 kids, and then they split it. Yeah, it's probably been around for like 50, 60 years. My grandpa had run it for probably 20 or 30 or something. Get it? I guess I have no idea. Right? right. Welcome in. Anybody engaging live? That like button, subscribe. Awesome. All right, thank you, right? Got a lot of feelings here. Like,
Where you at, Hodge? You over there with Stu?
what's that? Yep, sorry. I asked that Mr. Right there. I don't know your schedule yet. I'm assuming Stu probably will be. I am now. It will be all day. Okay, right. It's live now, and will be the rest of the day. I'll try to stop in real quick. Now I'll go out and grab. So start at 6:30 today. What about 10:30, 11, 11:30, something like that? They like usually 3 days: Thursday, Friday, Saturday. But Saturday, like maybe had a good.
All right, all right. That's what I was doing.
Don't really have a schedule yet. My first summer job is cutting wood. I got 48,000. So about 5,000. That would be like $500. That must be like 2 weeks. Odd shit. Odd month. Oh, buddy. Odd month. Really? Okay. That's an interesting job. That's God. I just think of Call of Duty.
No, I think I got there after.
I don't think you're very rich yet.
I came in right when he was asking everybody who was going live. Okay.
Let's time the time from so let's go with the card now. Yeah. And then yeah, that makes sense for Vanna or Orland. Probably like the Norwegian word for uh, is that like a delicacy there or something? Odd tongue? No, it was fun in the. Oh, no, I read that. Yes, it did. No, okay. Good. You saying in North America? Gotcha. Oh, so you must be up in the north, less populated area. I think. You know, like 8% of the
Oh yeah,
population of
because
Norway
you,
is really
yeah, I can see that.
separated from that, right? Have a good rest of your day, Miss Buddy, and have a good weekend. Hop in quick. 'Cause, Dog, okay. Hopefully your dog's better. That's fun. Doggy too. Okay. Hope you get better. But, alright. Alright, God bless you. Hope you get better. Alright. We're based north. It's also called Northern Paris. You know that? I used to live in Trondheim. Back in the day, we lived in Arstad for a while. Now we live, yeah, now from an undisclosed location. Is it, correct me if I'm wrong, is it Sturstroming origin? Or is that
Yeah, but
Finnish?
all you're
Yeah.
missing is the E.
You guys like Sturstroming? I don't know if I'm saying that right. Like the fermented fish.
And imagine just popping up on the screen. You just look down a second and it says RX, and then you see Rex. Still going to look like it.
Oh, it's Swedish, okay. Joe likes it, Mark. Joe? German, right? German?
Oh, so you know RX
Yeah,
and
okay.
Rio. Talking
I
about
tried
appreciation and all that.
after
There
my
is
second-
actually one more step to moderation. So, you know,
My English is horrible.
when y'all keep doing what you're doing, I promote you to the last step.
Bad at neighbors.
One of them's called managing moderator, and the other
just
one's
fine.
standard moderator. You guys have made the standard moderator. There's two steps you can actually go to.
There's only two of them that I know. All the rest of
There
them.
you just, it's just a higher level. It's the last level you can go in moderation, and it's like you get
Yeah,
to
we go
do
on
different,
side
certain different stuff than
today,
what you can if you're a regular
especially-
mod.
Yeah, you definitely spell better for sure. That was funny. Like, I have no idea what that says at all. Help me out. Every mail needs to be 1.5. I don't know that.
Basically, when you get to managing moderator, you have full control of the chat. You can do whatever you want inside the chat, inside this channel when I'm streaming.
Damn Swedish. No, we make fun of Sweden. Make fun of us, so yeah. Okay, yeah. I think we have it put 20 now. Not left there. I think the other one I might have done 250. So we had 3 well, it's not redo, but we have a bunch over there we'll have to grab.
What are we gonna play today? We just gonna stick with farm sim? We gonna play other stuff? What we gonna play today? I ain't got it figured out yet. I'm just kind of winging today.
Big, I know South thing, but I don't know anyone. Actually, no, I think I had somebody I forgot for the name.
So it looks like we got
There's
1, 2, 3, 4 more after this row here.
We're way far behind nowadays. Actually, have no country. Like planet Earth, don't flag. We're going to back to side.
Yeah, I don't know yet.
Yeah, the other problem with the smaller one, you have to wrap more.
And I don't know, RX. I ain't trying to get what you like.
I guess they can.
You really don't like nothing but Call of Duty, RX, and I don't have Call of Duty still. I'm a Sims guy. I do have Ghost Recon. I don't really feel like playing that though. I might. I don't know. Oh, what do we do with this? This is peat that Carl made up for his maps. You can actually. This is drying it right now.
And I tried to pick them all up. No, probably just.
Oh, you got a Discord now? Awesome. Awesome. Now you just gotta send me the link.
Probably have to get rid of that crap.
But this is drying it basically. The roller brings it up to the ground where you can actually get it. And then you can actually pick it up like this if you wanted to. But there's another windrower part that you can go and put it in rows, which is what I do. I put it in rows, and then he's got two ways. He made it to where you can pick it up with a wheel loader bucket now. And yeah, he made it to where you pick it up with a bucket now, so you can actually pick it up with the wheel loader and load it into a trailer. You wanted a big one, which is what he's got set up on this map. But he also has its own trailer that you can pull behind a trailer, and it sucks it up. It just don't hold as much. So on Tallahassee Farm, the way it's set up, I think he fixed it on this map though. On Tallahassee, you could take one load of this stuff off, dry peat, and make almost $1 million on it.
This is going to be the largest we make this field.
But I think he changed it, tweaked it on this one, made it more normal. Last load I took off, I took a whole trailer load and made 15,000, I think. So he definitely lowered it. This is actually this one and my Dark Force map I'm on. There's the only two that I've ever started from scratch thing, kind of worked my way up deal. Usually I like putting money on my maps and just buying all my stuff, decorating and setting up the way I want it. That's how I usually play, but people like seeing this type of play, so I'm starting with whatever he give me, and we're just going to work our way up. Okay, RX, so here you go. Like I said, I'll be here about all day. If I do take a break, it won't be long.
Yeah, go. There it is again, Hardware Bob. You gotta get a hardware to go.
Still trying to figure out what I'm going to do later, though. I don't think I'm
Ready
going to
for
play
an
Farm
energy
Sim the
drink
whole
from
time.
US. Yep. Twice
And
now.
okay, Rio, I understand.
That end. We got fiber. Oh, I skipped know that second. I forgot. That part.
Don't start, boys. Lobo, chill out.
Yep.
Daggone dog, size of a friggin' horse, and thinks don't hurt nobody when he jumps on him.
That's done.
So all my kids are here now.
After a bottle of whiskey, nothing. They do.
Oldest son, my little girl, and my 3-year-old here. Oh yeah, gonna be fun, Kansas. He's gonna get a little noisy around here every once in a while. But that's why the channel's named Right Family Gaming. You know, we're all family. We do everything here together. Which my son's done went straight back to his room. So as always. Probably go play his new Xbox Series X I got him.
Everybody has a lot of islands, don't they? They have a lot.
I can say it never gets that quiet here. I got 2 dogs that live in the house. So one of them's a half wolf. He's the size of a daggone horse. He shakes the whole trailer when he's running.
Well, yeah, you think you're in Norway. But I bet you think so. Yeah. They'll probably think you're in Norway the rest of the West. Might go to the current locker, yeah.
So I have so many kids, it's never, I usually always have one. My boys come every weekend. Besides the one, he don't come. My oldest boy. My little daughter, my youngest daughter, she's here with me 1 week, and then she's here with Dad's 1 week. But even when she's gone, I have my 3-year-old at least half of the week. So there's always one kid here, usually.
Well, also, many silent. No, I have not been silent. I've used up all of the land we have, basically the entirety of it, for our field. So we have no extra space to put a bunker. Although we could now in the back over there, that I want to put like a place to fix vehicles, like roll up or at the house, like pretty small area back there, but.
So if I do end up playing Farm Sim all day, it'll be a different map. I'll be swapping. I can't just do the same thing.
coastline like your feeling like I'm out of here. I won't tell you what state it'll be.
Hush.
Yeah, bro, fix it. You guys ever heard of a thing called a phone or a letter? Well, I think it's probably what happened is somebody in the family had a phone now. You don't even know contact. I guess. Yep, WW1, WW. Okay.
Finish this up here, and then I'm gonna go cut some trees down.
For my time, I should have my grandfather's brother class one. Okay, so that might not be as hard. I mean, you probably found them last week. A lot of work back then. But now that you mention it, I probably have family over in Europe somewhere. I know my grandma. Wait, yeah, my grandma on my mom's side from Czechoslovakia, which is no longer a country, but Czech Republic and Slovakia. I don't know if
I
she
need to
has
get clearing some
sisters
land
in
out so I can get a plow and start working, creating the field.
Oh, hey. Dad's side sounds good. I feel like a lot of people have European relatives here just because like so many. On the phone. Oh. What? They all have the same thing. It's Oscar next, like, right? But then correct, our relatives would have been border neighbors, and other border neighbors halfway across the border. Side of Germany, but the border is Slovakia or Czech Republic. Czechia. I know Slovakia is kind of in the middle there. It's south.
I just hope that I leave this lane, it don't disappear.
I need to be straight south. According to records, around 75% of the world's population has roots. Yeah, that's why I was like, yeah. I've heard of most of the population, I guess, but it goes back to like 6 different, like,
The boys I can handle, man. My daughter to kill.
Austria, Germany, Slovakia. Yeah, I'm not sure where exactly in terms of Slovakia.
She gets so daggone loud, she has to stay loud.
I'll still never forget the first time I heard this song. I was playing it for me and Rex to see a racetrack in front of me. Like, yeah, that sounds great and all, but can I see it? First playing he was streaming, and he had changed his screen to show us something else. I don't protect what it was. So he had the wrong screen showing. He raced around the entire track and showed us like a OBS screen or something. And I was like, okay, cool.
Hang on a minute.
Like around the edge, like I could
Sorry.
do like
I had to jump onto them. They all like to go back there in my son Otis boy's room, and then, you know, of course, he don't want to be bothered, and they start arguing and fighting.
Have a good rest of your week. Next one. Take yourself headed out. Next flight. Head on. Okay. And we'll later have a good rest of the weekend. Sorry for you, but. Upload. Yeah. I think he might have burnt himself out. Airplane. Right field, right front. Yeah, the right stairs. That's pretty Mexican, but I've got a lot of airplanes already. And he tries to put it off camera too. I don't mind if he does it on, but I can see how a lot of people do it for him. Return ticket state, please. You there?